Welcome back. Here in the company of Paul Hand now. Looking forward to taking you through our next matchup here. We've got a women's singles up for you next. Should be an absolute belter between Hsuan-Yu Wendy CHEN and Beiwen ZHANG. And these are the results so far. So through to match 7 we are now. 6 have unfolded. Well, plenty to bring you. This is the part of the draw where we're coming from. And Beiwen ZHANG, the 9th seed, 10th ranked player at the moment in the world, taking on the Australian. Our athletes are on their way.
Hsuan-Yu Wendy
CHEN from Australia, 65 wins, and falls into insignificance, doesn't it, compared to her partner, her opponent today. So there was a seismic upset yesterday in the women's singles. The Singaporean 20-year-old Yu Jia-min. She slayed the women's singles top seed, did the Singaporean. Akane Yamaguchi, 21-14, 21-18 yesterday, as these two take to court. It's a first meeting between these two. It's going to be interesting to see how this one unfolds. So Beiwen ZHANG, as I say, 10th in the world. Huge ranking disparity between these two. Beiwen ZHANG, number 10. And Hsuan-Yu Wendy CHEN, 124 in the world, the 26-year-old. Had a good win yesterday over Maria Mitsova. 39-minute win that was over on court 3. Fabulous work from her. And, well, she's posted some reasonable results this year, but is keen to break into the top 100, you'd imagine. Has been there before. She was as high as 55 in the world back in November 2015. And there's the confirmation of that result yesterday, just inside 40 minutes. So she's on form. The 26-year-old who was born in Taiwan, now resides in Queensland. And Beiwen ZHANG, the opponent from the States, 29 years old, ranked 10th, has been as high as 9 in the world. Born in Anshan in Liaoning province in China, 101-meter-68 tall. Resides in Las Vegas, Nevada these days. She was the runner-up in the Victor Korean Open last year and a semi-finalist in the Swiss Open in March. And 6 quarterfinals as well. Hello to our umpire in the perch for this one. But she's an interesting story, the American, the self-made American, really. One of the most inspirational stories on the circuit, having risen to world number 9 without a lot of sort of support from the system. She started playing aged 8 due to a poor immune system function. Her parents suggested playing a sport to get stronger, and here she is in this heady top 10 situation. She had a win last year in the Indian Open final against PV Sindhu. He's actually on court 1 as we speak. She's played 26 matches this year, won 15, lost 11. But, on paper, it should be fairly plain sailing for her, given the ranking gulf between them. This a match from the top of the bottom quarter of the draw. Now, how will the Australian go here? Winner to play PV Sindhu or Payupol of Chinese Taipei. That one still in the opening game on the adjacent court, just to the right of our main camera position.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Zhang Beiwen, USA. And on my left, Hsuan-Yu Wendy CHEN, Australia. Hsuan-Yu Wendy CHEN to serve. Love all. Play. Serves over. 1-love. Two love. Serves over. 1-2.
So good start from the seed.
Serves over. 3-1. Serves over. 2-3. Serves over. 4-2.
So early stages of this one, both wrestling for supremacy here.
Serves over. 3-4.
Good leave from the 26-year-old Queenslander. That's hands down from the lines judge as well.
4-all.
Looks a little edgy, doesn't she, Beiwen ZHANG? Remember, she had a bye to get here. This is the second round clash. So her first competitive showing in this arena. Super play from the Australian, who this year has only played 12 matches. She's won 7 of them, lost 5. And that might be a resource thing, who knows? Might be just a distance issue. Down under. 1.68 tall. It's a strong start from her.
Court. Serves over. 5-6.
Best result this year for the Australian was the second round showing at the Canada Open. She won the Oceania Championships as well. That was in February.
Serves over.
Took 4,000 world
7-5.
ranking points for that. Great effort. Terrific play. Lovely
Wendy.
straight net shot.
8-5.
Longest rally of the match, that one, 23 shots. Both probing and trying to get each other moving to tease out an error. Now then, the seed, Zhang, from the States, up against it here, not pressing the panic button just yet, but she's got her hands full. Well done.
Serves over. 6-10. Serves over. 11-6.
Well, it's the ranking underdog with the upper hand here. 11-6 to the turn she goes. The Australian with a fine start and a decent sort of comfort blanket there as well.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
No coach on the side of Beiwen ZHANG. She likes to figure it out for herself. Pretty independent, fiercely so. But up against a player who's had a couple of runs of 4 already. Very good start from the
11-6.
Australian, building on the previous
Play.
round win against Mitsova from Bulgaria, ranked 78th in the world. That was a good ranking win for the Aussie. Causing a lot of problems out here for the American.
12-6. Serves over. 7-12.
Good leave.
Serves over. 13-7.
Looks almost a little flat, doesn't she, Beiwen ZHANG? Not quite as sprightly as we normally see her. Australian got a little greedy there.
Serves over. 8-13. Nine, 13. Serves over. 14-9.
Well, I think many in the crowd are a little perplexed with what's going on here. Expected Beiwen ZHANG to come out. Maybe that's part of the problem, that sort of high level of expectation. This should be one-way traffic as regards the Gulf in ranking. Not so.
What? Serves over. 10-14.
Still in the driving seat, as we had a glimpse of the Australian coach.
Eleven, 14.
Now we take a look at the Australians' front-running skills, just taking her time there, momentarily stepping off stage, just treading out a few beads of sweat on the court to grab a breather, and suddenly starting to press the panic button a little. I don't think she can barely believe the way that the Americans come out. Good mental skills and composure from ZHANG. That's 4 in a row now for Beiwen ZHANG.
14 off.
Hauling this one back to parity nicely.
Ready?
Concern for that man courtside. She is a feisty competitor.
Fifteen, 14.
Unforced errors
16,
hemorrhaging from the
14.
racket of Chen right now. 6 in a row for the seeded athlete. Make that 7. This isn't just a game
14.
of badminton. This is a game of mental dynamics right here. You sense the mind of Chen is spinning like a washing machine at this stage. Oh, that's nicely done.
(18-14).
Well, it's an incredible run of 9 consecutive points for Beiwen ZHANG. Into double figures consecutively now. She is rampant.
19-14.
Where's the player that started the match? Hsuan-Yu Wendy CHEN is lost her way. She's taken a wrong turn here. And suddenly Beiwen ZHANG can do no wrong, buoyed by this recent flurry. She looks stone-faced and utterly focused.
14. Game. First game won by Zhang Beiwen.
Takes the opening game then with a very strong finish. Inside quarter of an hour, 21-14. That's a massive turnaround for Beiwen ZHANG. She'll be delighted with that. 21-14, the American comes good. And when you consider she was 11-6 down at the turn, right up against it, and then just rattling off that lengthy run of points. 12 it was in a row.
It's not coming easy. We have to work hard. Yeah. Start again, yeah.
Well, you often wonder in this situation whether that was her moment.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Penny for the thoughts of Hsuan-Yu Wendy CHEN, having had such a strong lead. Beiwen ZHANG reeling off the last dozen points back to back. Will be starting game two. Very relaxed, I would imagine. Having secured the opener, can she contain the Australian now? The tempo has gone up from Beiwen ZHANG.
1 love. Serve's over. 1 all. Zhang Beiwen challenges call out.
So going upstairs then for the second time in the match, and of course every player gets an option to have 2 unsuccessful challenges per game. This is her first request in this game. The beating heart denoting that we're going upstairs. Finds the line.
Correction in.
So, successful challenge from the American, eagle-eyed.
Serve's over. 2-1. Play.
She's playing freer flowing now, isn't she, Beiwen ZHANG? The handcuffs are off and she's really starting to float. More accuracy, more pace up in tempo. Not going to go dehydrated either, judging from all of those bottles we were looking through. Misjudgment there, though. Great length, right on the back line from CHEN.
2-3.
Nicely done.
Serves over. 4-2.
Terrific rally in the end, the Australian buckling. It was a physically grueling one.
5-2.
Rai smiled a frustration to her coach. 24-shot rally, that one. Beiwen ZHANG, of course, received the invitation to play the HSBC BWF World Tour Grand Finals at the end of 2018 after Carolina Marin, the Spaniard, and Herbing Zhao withdrew to injury. She's earned herself a reputation for downing a few big names in the world. PV Sindhu, as we said, at the India Open final early last year, upsetting the local player, ambushing the home favourite there.
3-6. So it's over. 7-3.
Well, the dictatorial theme continuing from the opening game, from the American to the Australian. After a very tepid start, she seems to have this match under control.
So it's over. 4-7. Serves over. 8-4. Serves over. 5-8.
A little assistance from a kiss off the net cord there for the Aussie. Still remains in touch. She's not done with this yet. She's got a good touch about her as well, a nice feel on court.
6-8.
But she needs to back herself, does Chen. She ran out of self-belief with that decent lead earlier in the opener.
So it's over. 9-6.
Nice.
So it's
The
over.
question on everybody's lips
7-9.
is, does Wendy Chen believe she can come through this? She's got game. That's spilt over the back line.
8-9. So it's over. 10-8.
Good close, pouncing all over that, the American.
11-8, interval.
She gets to the turn far quicker than she did in the opening game. In fact, she was down at the turn in that one. 11-8 this time to Beiwen ZHANG. Well, it's been a competitive affair, hasn't it? It's been unusual as well, and you do sort of come away from the loss of that opening game from the Australians' perspective with the sort of fact that, you know, perhaps she doesn't really believe that she can beat Beiwen ZHANG. She seemed almost like a rabbit in headlights as she led opposite in that opening game. 14-9, she was driving it along, the world 124. It does come down to belief. She looked a little flummoxed at the time. So as we headed into the turn, it was Beiwen ZHANG with a couple of consecutive points to the good. Can she continue with that momentum? Again, with the cushion, the bolster of having won the opener, she just looks a little freer now, Beiwen ZHANG, and relieved, a little bit more relaxed with her on-court demeanour. She's starting to enjoy her time on two here now. And access stronger parts of her game, her movement a lot more fluid, asking tougher questions.
Serves over. 9-14.
She's found that as well.
Serves over. 15-9.
Scoreboard motoring along nicely for the American now. You sense the massive speed bump in the road has been overcome
16-9.
midway through that opening game as she settles into the conditions here in Basel.
Serves
So
over.
I haven't jinxed her.
10-16. Serves over. 17-10. Serves over. 11-17. Serves over. 18-11.
Again, the American with most of the momentum here. She's got all the initiative. Can she see this one off now? A 7-point cushion. Super point there. Let's see it again. Look at this. How's this for defensive prowess? Full length dive. And she makes that something very, very special from Beiwen ZHANG.
Thank you.
And really, since that little slow start where she was just looking a little uncertain. She settled well and understands that there's minimal drift out here. It's all okay. The handbrake is off and she's flowing nicely as she approaches the conclusion of this one, you sense. All of the answers right
20.
now. 9 match points.
11. Serves over. 12-20. Game.
Just over half an hour needed for Beiwen ZHANG. After a very sluggish start, she was trailing 14-9, but she got herself together, coupled with a simultaneous sort of lapse and hemorrhaging of errors from the Australian. Beiwen ZHANG comes through
21-13.
in straight games, 21-14, 21-13. Very solid showing in game two. She'll want to put game one well behind her, but in the end she secured a dozen consecutive points in that opener. That then allowed her to get to the next gear, and she was rampant in the second game, didn't really look back. So I'm pretty sure it's PV Sindhu who lies in wait in round three. That'll be on court tomorrow, no doubt. For now, Beiwen ZHANG safely through.